Good morning, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. Depending on the time you watch me now, right now. There's something I just can't stop saying, something I just can't stop relating to, something I just can't stop reciting. That is, you okay, so oh yeah, oh yeah. This part of me, this is who I am. As Esan man, as Esan man, my full blood, as you know, when I assume there's office of Ojelimi of Esan, there is a strength that comes from within, which only the Esan persons can understand what I'm saying. Like, when a child who can't really do things properly put on this Igbaboname costume, that child becomes energized from within. That child could do a lot of things. So when I assume this office of Ojelmi, I become so powerful, Now let me quickly, though the reason why I'm here this morning, I believe most of you already understand. As soon as I come being addressed as Ojelmi, over the years, we've been speaking. A lot of people have been, dropping messages. We have a person of Mr. Prince Agbe Okosun, who always come around, on social media, dropping messages concerning our people, our kingdom, and our race as the Esan persons, as the Esan people. We have some other personalities who are other great persons who are doing this same stuff, like myself as well. We have a lot of people, which I can't really mention names here, who are doing the same thing. Now, from the beginning, people thought we are going to cause confusion, that Bini and Esan, we are one. We are trying to divide the people. But when you really sit down, think very well, you discover there has never been unity within us. Ever since the old bender broke up, this fake union of the Benin and the Esan, the Esako, the Igara, and other persons. Ever since we all came together to form this deceit union, who only get to benefit some few persons, which is the Benin, though I can't really see what they are using the benefit, because right now if you go to Benin, is one of the most dirtiest cities in Nigeria, so I can't really see what they are using the benefit for. That is just the word that says, when you steal from people, don't expect to get rich. You can't do good things with what you steal from people. So that is the reason why you still discover Benin just the way it is. Like a Benedion said, like a Benedion says, an ancient city. An ancient city is to remain the way it is, and we are sorry for that. So we'll be speaking about all these things, that these people, they are playing us for a fool. These people, they believe they create problem within us, so that the Esan people can continue to fight themselves, But we've said it over time that this is a new era. Things have changed. Things no longer the way it used to be. Esan, you're onamulu ale. I am your namulu. Even though not everybody has woken up from their slumber, but a lot of people have woken up already, and we're pushing it. Being that the Esan people, we are peaceful and lovely people. We always want to establish peace. We want to promote peace. We want to promote unity. That is what we are known for. That is our personality. That is who we are. Okay. when the Buhari is talking about integrity that he doesn't have, we as Esan people, we have integrity. And one of it is that we promote peace wherever we go. That's why over the time we'll be cheated. People take advantage of our meekness, our quietness, our sincerity, and they use it against us to make us look like fools, no? But right now we're coming up to say no, enough is enough. When we talk about the politics in Edo State, we came out last time to say we are the one to carry this office. We are the one to assume this office in the next coming election. Now, there have been a lot of people on social media who are ranting, they're making noise. They believe that if the Benin doesn't support the Esan cannot get anywhere. But they forget that the majority of votes that come from the Benin are from Esan, are from the Esan people residing in Benin. They forget all this, and they just want to make sure they keep portraying that image that makes the Benin look like the owner of the universe, that makes the Benin look like without them the world cannot function. They want to keep on portraying, establishing that image. But the truth is, those who are really making things happen doesn't make noise. Go check history. History will tell you about us. It's just that the Benin comes shining on the glory which they don't know how it came about. So that is it. But that is not the issue right now. I am an Irua boy. I'm from Irua. I'm an Irua, typical Irua man. But there's one king in this land that I'm so proud of, which I can say he is my king, which I'm so much in love with. I love that king. He's no other person than the person of as King, His Highness, His Royal Highness, His Majesty, King Aslem Okoje II. That is my king. Though I'm from Irua, but he is my king because that guy is so bold and wise. Don't care about what other people think. The king is so bold and wise. Recently, most of you must have seen the video that he went to the Benin Palace to visit the Oba of Benin, which is the king of the Benin people. The king of the Esan kingdom went to visit the king of the Benin people. I won't say Benin kingdom because Benin is not a kingdom. Benin are people put together. Benin is not a kingdom. Because there is this attitude that we the Esan people have, that whenever we want to make a move, whenever we want to do something, we want to have a fact. We want to establish a fact. We want people to see that when this thing happens, we are not to be blamed for it. So our king went to visit the king of the Benin people and told them, remind them of the history of the story, remind them how things be happening over the years. Over the years, ever since this the Bender state broke up, packed up, then we now have what we call Delta State, Edo State, and the rest. The Benin people has ruled Edo State 16 years. And the Esako, which Afema had ruled Edo State for 8 years. And now, the Esan had ruled Edo State for just a year and 6 months. Which, after the Esan assumed office, the Benin, they went to cook up a coup to remove the Esan from the position, which he left. And I tell you, ever since he left office, the few things he did are still the things that are being celebrated today. None of the 16 years of the Benin reign, there is nothing they can really say this is what the government did. Nothing. I think only Oshomole tried. The Afemama, he tried. At least you can still look at some few things in the state and say this is what the man did. But the 16 years of the Benin, there is nothing you can account for. Nothing. So the leadership is not in their blood. Leadership is not in their inheritance. They never inherit leadership from anywhere. So they are not born leaders. They are just people who come in by crook, try to steal position. There is difference between a ruler and a leader. So let me not go into that. That is their own business, no? So our king went to visit their king and let them know that your people has ruled this state for 16 years, and the Esan people had owned ruled this state for just a year and 6 months. So for equity and justice, it will only be right if the Esan man become the next governor of the state. And after the Esan man has ruled, he didn't add this to it. This is what I'm saying now. After the Esan man had ruled for 8 years, which will start from the next election, the Afema will take over. The Afema will rule for 8 years, making the Afema 16 years. And the Esan will rule again for another 8 years, making the Esan 16 years. If you like, you say it's 17 years and 6 months. That is your business, because the reign of our first governor was cut short by the crook the Benin put together. So then, after the Esan has ruled their 16 years, the Afema 16 years, then the Benin can take over again. This is how it should be, and this is how it's gonna be. And anything short of this, now okay, let me go back to the peaceful conversation. The king, our king, went to deliver in the Benin kingdom, to the Benin king. Like I said, Benin is not a kingdom. Now he told the king that for peace, for equity and justice, it's our own turn to pick up this mantle and see what we can do for the state. Since you guys have tried and you've been unable to establish a thing. And the king said, okay, this is the same king they said he's the only one that give nobody advises him. He is the king, so he's the Agbadaburu. No, but he's only a foolish man that doesn't take advice. Though he said that he's gonna consult his chief's men, no, his king's men, rather, or his chiefs, to see how they can go about this. Now look at the whole issue. Whatever you guys decide in that meeting, I don't fucking care. What I know is if the next governor doesn't come to Esan. And when that is going to happen, we don't want the Benin to interfere. We, the Esan, we will choose who will be our governor and the governor of the entire state. Anything short of that will be to awaken the old Esan, the ancient Esan, and that will not be good. And I believe for those of you who knows the history, we know that to invoke the ancient Esan will not be good. Will not be good. We don't know what you guys are doing, but whatever you're doing, do it right. Because like we said, enough of all these games. Enough is enough. Can't continue playing games with the life of people. Enough is enough. So we are waiting now for the response of the king. Now, I want you to understand that our king didn't go to the Benin kingdom, rather the Benin people or the Benin king, to take permission for our people to rule. That is not the issue here. Now, we know how to manage multiple ethnicity. We, the Esan people, we know how to manage multiple ethnicity. Look at it this way. We have the Benin, we have the Esan, we have the Esako. When something is to take place in the state, it will be good that the head of every tribe, are consult. You have to consult those people, consult them, hear from them. You don't just wake up and say, yeah, I'm the Alpha, the Omega. I can do whatever I like, just because other people are keeping quiet. This is how things function. We rub minds together to see how we can move this thing forward. Nobody is a fool. We are not saying the Benin people are foolish. Neither the Afema people are foolish. Neither the Esan people are foolish. No, none of us is foolish. None of us, we are not foolish. We are only saying that we should all be included in every decision making of the state. If not, then you go on your own and take care of your people. We take care of our people. It's simple. That is just the simple matter. There are countries like United States is a single country, but every region, whenever something is to be done, every regions are consulted. They hear their opinion. They come together in the table to discuss how things should be handled. And then they come up with a conclusion that we neither hurt any of the race, of any of the ethnic groups. That is how things are being done. But we are living in a society where some people feel that they are the gorilla. Nobody can speak. Whatever they say is final, just because other people are keeping quiet. You are a king. You are a king of your people, not the king of Edo State. I've said this before. Edo has no king, because Edo is not a kingdom. Edo is a union, not a kingdom. So Edo has no king. Edo can only have a governor, the person that supersedes the entire kingdoms, not a king. Benin can only have a king, as Esan also have kings. Afema has their own king, and none of these kings is greater than the other, because everyone has their people to look after. So let's stop it here and let's wait what comes up next. then we'll know what to do. Have a nice day. Still remain your boy, Ojeleme. Stay calm, be good. Till we hear again. Thank you.